Okay guys, in this video, it's actually probably going to be real short because I just want to show you guys how to make a few improvements. I actually don't even know what to call this video probably, but we're just going to be tweaking the game to making things a little bit better. The first of all is, as you saw before, keep an eye on the speed of the bullet and speed of the monster right here. By default, they're both going the same speed, and we all know that monsters usually don't travel at the same rate as a bullet. So let's go ahead and I want to show you guys how to tweak the speed of each. So let's go ahead and slow down the monster first. So select your monster object, and in your behaviors, you see that bullet behavior that we get, it has a bunch of default values. The speed being 400. And what this actually means is every second it moves 400 pixels. So these aren't like miles per hour, they're pixels per second. So a good speed for this monster for right now is 80. So right now, whenever we click that, the monster will now move at 80 pixels per second. And the bullet, to me, it looked like it was going a little slow. So let's go ahead and change this from 400 to 600 and hit enter. So the bullet's going to 600 pixels a second, the monster is going 80, more realistic. Now another thing I want to do is I want to change the fade speed of this explosion. So right now the fade out time is 1, which means 1 second, and that looked like it was going a little slow, especially since we're going to be shooting a bunch of stuff and there are going to be explosions happening everywhere. We don't want our explosion to take a real long time, so I'm going to change that from 1 to 0.5, hit enter. So now our explosion happens a little faster in half a second. And another quick thing I want to do is I want to show you guys how to make multiple monsters. Now there's a right way to do this and there's a wrong way. The right way is to create instances, or excuse me, I can't even say that, instances of this exact monster object. So if you hold Control on your keyboard and click and drag this, you can just do it again, make about like 6, and it doesn't matter if you click keeping the same one or click the original one. Alright, so we have 6 right there. You can have like anywhere from 5 to 10. It really doesn't matter. But the reason that you want to do this, the click and drag method, is because, like I said, it creates an instance of this first monster object. So what's the benefit of having an instance of this? What the heck is an instance? Well, it pretty much means that you're making a copy of this. However, it's a little bit different because whenever you make a copy of this, you're not just copying the graphic. You actually are copying all the behaviors as well. So that means once you change this behavior, it's going to change all of these. And also, it means that when you create them, you don't have to apply that. Remember, we had that bullet behavior, which is their movement. We don't have to apply it to every individual one because that would take forever. As you can see, no matter what one we click on, they still have the same common behaviors. So again, that's why you want to click and drag that way, because it makes it a lot more efficient, and well, then you don't waste all your time doing the same stuff over and over again, because that's why we even have the software in the first place. So now if we run it, not a lot's going to change, but our bullet's going to be going a little faster. As you can see, these monsters are now going a little slower, and I don't know if you noticed that explosion, but it took half a second. Like, who would notice between half a second and a second? But it did. So anyways, now that we got pretty much all of our objects perfect speed, instances of each other, we're good to go. In the next video, I'm going to be teaching you guys about events, which is one of, well, it's definitely incredibly important if you want a game that's any fun at all to play. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you then.